spark here at the end of the regular season. They dropped 2 in a row in 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, I mean, the last road trip, Minnesota gets a win against Dallas, but then ran into some roadblocks in Detroit and Philadelphia. Getting a win here would be really important for Minnesota to get back on track.
Hornets bring it up here. This is the #1 offense in the NBA since late January. Of course, the Wolves with the #1 defense over the last 9 games. The Wolves force a miss, but there is a pesky offensive rebound for the Hornets, something they're exceptional in doing.
And there's Julius Randle people on the floor, but LaMelo Ball 1 and Brandon Miller 2.
And the Wolves are without arguably their 2 best perimeter defenders in Jaden and Anthony Edwards. Into the paint, the spin for Knipple. Puts it up and rolls out, and Gobert cleans up the rebound.
Mike Conley did make the start against Minnesota in Charlotte. Anthony Edwards did not play in that game either.
That's right.
He's on a stretch where he had missed 4 games, and Minnesota actually played pretty well in that stretch. Got a couple wins against Charlotte and the Brooklyn Nets on that road trip.
Conley dancing off the Gobert screen. Now Julius, left side 3. Missed it. Rebound to Brandon Miller. His 3rd year out of Alabama. Here's Ball. Hangs off the Diabate. Now Ball in the corner. The high arcing 3. Traps in a corner 3 for LaMelo Ball. Number 3 in the NBA. 3-pointers made this season. He'll take 10 a game. 2nd most in the NBA. Bridges rips down the rebound. Here come the Hornets on the push. Up 3-0. Floater for Miller. He hits that 5-0. Charlotte.
One thing you better do if you're playing against the Charlotte Hornets is make shots. And you preferably like to make 3-point shots because they lead the NBA in 3-point differential. 3.5. That's a lot.
That's a big number. Over 10 points a game. It's Dante. Drains a 3.
Right on time.
Dante hit 5 threes in the first meeting. Yikes. Left wall alone. Moussa Diabate. It's Rudy got knocked down at the top of the key.
Getting that knee back in shape. You can see him kind of working to see if it's still going up and down or not.
Dante for 2 in a row. Yes, sir.
Oh, baby.
So he's 5 for 12 in the first meeting. He's 2 for 2 here tonight. 3-point shooting, just 35% since March 1st. Wolves force a miss. Here comes Randle. Down by 1. Bumped by Diamante. Kick out Conley, left side 3. Yes! Mike Conley, who was 4 for 7 in his last game. That was Thursday in Detroit. Brandon Miller. Miller hesitates, rises. Didn't knock himself out of rhythm there. Snaps a 9-2 Timberwolves run. Tied at 9. Conley off the Randle screen, looking for 2 in a row, just like Dante. How about the Wolves starting backcourt tonight, 4 for 4 from long range.
That's really helpful. Mike hit 4 threes in Detroit.
Bridges able to answer an angle 3. Shooting 33% of the season from deep. Again, during this turnaround for the Hornets, they're averaging 18 made 3s a game. That's #1 in the league. And you're right, you better match that at the other end.
You better do it. Minnesota's done a great job here early on.
Randle against Diabate. Kick out, Dante. Catch and shoot again. Just one offline. Dante couldn't squeeze the offensive rebound.
Oh, he almost did, though.
Yeah, he did.
He picks up a foul.
By Dante. That's something Chris Finch just touched on pregame tonight, talking about how Dante can help get himself going when that outside shot isn't down. Doing some of the little things that he's been doing all season, but has kind of drifted away from over the last couple of weeks.
It's not a good matchup for Mike Conley to be dealing with Miles Bridges as Bridges gets the offline out.
3-point play for Miles Bridges, now in his 7th season out of Michigan State.
I mean, who do you leave open if you were going to try to kick him out? I mean, Brandon Miller's a good 3-point shooter. You don't want to leave LaMelo Ball or Knipple.
Yep.
You just live with the results. 2's better than 3.
Randle for the tie. Hits. He joins the party.
Minnesota already 5 of 8 from outside the arc.
That's all they're shooting so far tonight. Inside layup. No, he lost it on the way up. That was Knipple.
Mike had something to do with that. Reached in there and kind of dislodged the basketball.
Randle's got some space. He'll drive in, kick out. Io extra pass. Dante right back. Masumu the drive. Kick out and...
I mean, Doug West made 3, Sidney Lowe made 2, Brad Lowhouse and Adrian Branch both made 1 apiece.
Right, so who led?
How much the game has changed.
You know what else happened that season? the Wolves and the Hornets were in the same division. Faced off 4 times.
Yes. They came in the league at the same time, that expansion year, those 4 teams.
The one trip.
Orlando and Miami.
The one time Charlotte was in the Western Conference. Oh, Mike able to save it, but LaMelo Ball comes away with it. I'm not sure that shot clock should have reset. 3 ball's good. Ball knocks down his second.
Sometimes why? I mean, you have to try to save it if you're Mike, but you'd like to have somebody open to throw it to.
And I guess he
throw
would
it
have
down
had
to the other end of the floor if you're going to do that, because like right there, he gave it to him in a scoring zone.
Randall misses on the 3. Yeah, by Mike saving it, I guess he has possession right there. Yeah, Dante read that perfectly.
They were hunting Mike again that time because Musa Diabate had ran the floor and Mike was getting posted up. Great job by DiVincenzo.
Randall against Con Knippel. Hanging a kick out, and he threw it right into the backcourt. Wolves trail by 3. They've turned it over on 3 of their last 4 possessions. Still, every shot they've taken has come from beyond the arc. All 9. Nas about to change that. Off the back iron, no. Nas has got his own miss. Put back, off the heel. It'll stay Minnesota basketball. He'll get a 3rd crack at it.
It is for this game stretch. You tend to get on the scouting report.
Late clock situation. Highland pops on the 3. That thing was halfway down. 18-15, Charlotte on top. Grant Williams into the game. Miller, good crossover. Out to Williams. Now Ball. Run off the 3-point line. Brandon Miller wide open on a corner 3. Well, Charlotte beats you on catch and shoot 3s, pull up 3s, wide open 3s, corner 3s, their 3rd best. I mean, they're top 5 in all 4 of those categories. Io steps through, scoops off glass and got it for 2. 50 finish.
That was a hard shot, too. Did a great job driving LaMelo Ball and made the hard finish.
Ball misses a 3. He's 2 of 4 from distance. Hornets by 4. He spins off the Gobert screen, pops on the 3. It was on line, but short. Again, he attacks his own miss, but couldn't squeeze it. Here's Grant Williams. To the corner, Miller again. This one's going to be offline. Hits the side of the backboard, comes right back to him. Now Ball, angle 3, yeah. That's a tough break.
What you should do, though, the shot comes back to him instead of trying to create, overhandle the basketball, just get it out to a 3-point shooter.
7-point Charlotte lead. Reed against Miller, lowers the shoulder, spins up with a right hand, no. Tipped by Rudy, that wouldn't drop. Gobert's got it. His putback off glass for 2, count it. Terrific effort, Nas and Rudy banging on the board. The daughter of our producer, Morgan Lubin. Hey, Kyle Anderson gets the Wolves going here in the 2nd quarter by banking 1 in for 2. That was a big bunny. Did you notice that? Big bunny. Ooh, a little pushing and shoving. Kyle Anderson comes away with that jump ball. Wolves down 6. Bones will pop on a 3. And his Wolves into career high from deep, 38% on the season.
So good in the first half against Philadelphia. Still at 21 in the game and 15 at the half. Minnesota really needs him to be productive offensively.
Knippel. It's his first 3-point attempt of the game. He misfires, and the Wolves have a chance to tie this up with a triple. Nas Reed trying to oblige. No. Colbrenner the rebound. Kobe White, Con Knippel, Ryan Colbrenner, Miles Bridges, and Sion James, the 5 on the floor. Knippel, uh-oh, wide open. He's not missing those.
He's not the one you want to leave open in a rotation. 2 guys rotated to Kobe White in the slot that time. Con Knippel was unguarded.
43% on the season. He takes 8 a game. Bones will step back on a 3, and he's getting busy here to start the 2nd quarter.
It's the one thing that Minnesota's done great in this game is that's knocked down 3-point shots, 7 of 14. Same number of makes as Charlotte.
Just 3 of 9 inside the arc, however. Kobe White off of 1 foot. That rims off. Nas Reed secures the rebound.
5th rebound of the game for Nas Reed.
Bones drifting left side of the floor. Now Dante. Off the Gobert screen one way, back the other. Nas into the paint, he'll float it up. Just doesn't have that touch right now. Rudy took a shot to the right ear. James sets himself, and this is the three. Offensive rebound, Colt Brenner. Up to Kobe White. He gets around Nas, draws the foul. A lot of deals on trade deadline day. One of them was sending Kobe White. And Mike was bought out by the Hornets and was allowed to re-sign with the Wolves because he got traded twice. He would not have been able to do that if he had been bought out by the Chicago Bulls. You can't return to the team that he had traded with. But once you have two trades in, right, then it's okay. Charlotte with an 11-2 edge in second chance points right now. That's what they do. They're +5 per game this year. And their second chance point online, but short. Out by 7 here. Just feeding Colt Brenner. Wants nothing to do with Rudy. This has 2 fouls. White, the one-footed fall away. Nope, Colt Brenner, another rebound. To a cutting James, he missed that under duress from Gobert. Kyle Anderson now. Timberwolves draws the foul. He'll go to the strike.
So, or at least contest and make him miss.
First free throw is good. Time for our Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Points, 3 assists. He has upped his production with Nas missing time, Ant missing time, Jaden missing time.
Oh, Kinniple's foot.
Out of bounds.
It was a U-shape. And it happened in the second quarter. He ended up coming back and playing and played great for Minnesota after that.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen a player get their nose broke that badly and still come back and play.
Oh, tip follow for Rudy inside.
I told Dante, I just really appreciate his toughness. That's when you knew this kid is really tough. And we knew before that, but yeah. And they had him do that. He did that right there at the arena. Unbelievable.
LaMelo Ball stepped out of bounds. That gives the possession to Minnesota. 4 gone, 8 left to play. Quarter number 2. Bones to Mike. Corner 3 splashes down.
Talk about no hesitation. Mike letting it fly.
Has talked about how Bones has set him up so well on some of those passes right in his shooting pocket. That was another good example of it. Leak out, Rudy to the cup. He'll finish for 2.
Mike created that situation too by poking that ball away, keeping it loose.
8-0 Timberwolves run, and Minnesota finds himself in front 37-36.
Yeah. Charlotte was getting that rebound until Conley stuck his hand in there.
The nipple? No. Rudy fouled from behind.
Yeah, not to be able to play Mike Conley in games. Mike does so many things well.
Highland knocks down the straightaway 3.
Minnesota's three-point shooting is right on time here. 9 makes.
And 18 attempts, and even 50%. Here's Kobe White looking to attack Rudy. Gets to the cup and got it.
Forget how big Kobe White is, and the same thing with LaMelo Ball. I mean, LaMelo Ball is 6'7". That's a big guard. Yeah.
Highland, beautiful find to Rudy, flushes inside.
He's out with the dealer, baby.
Yeah, it's 2 assists to go along with his 10 points.
10 points, 2 assists, couple rebounds.
All in the second quarter here. Knipple gets the lay-in and a foul. Second. Knipple gets the roll. 87% at the free throw line. He's been Rookie of the Month 4 times this season. BJ Edgecombe got him last month in March. Mike off the Rudy screen. He'll get the runner. Here's Knipple attacking Io. Too strong off the window, and the Wolves have the rebound up 1.
Io got a piece of that one as well.
You might be right. Randall gets Diabate. The spin, he drew the foul. 2 for 2 at the line tonight. He's got 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Now word from Twin Cities Honda. Throw coming for Julius Randle. He's splits the pair, but the Wolves still come away with points on 6 of their last 7 possessions. Shooting 46% this game. LaMelo Ball back out there. Brandon Miller against Rudy. Ball has 9 points and 4 assists. Isolated on Rudy. Takes him off the dribble to the cup and got it. 11 points now. 4 assists. It's 21 points he's accounted for so far this first half. LaMelo Ball. Randall runs it up with the left hand and banks it in. Baseline Knipple. Boy, he thought he got fouled. Wolves come away with it. Randall could not connect. Grant Williams takes it away. 7 first half turnovers. Knipple short. Gets his own miss. Ball in the corner. Missed it. Io finds himself all alone up top. He'll drive anyway. And got it!
Should have got free throw for that effort as well.
That's 8 of the last 9 possessions. The Wolves have come away with points. His ball tried to scoop it on Randall. Rejected, but contact will set LaMelo Ball at the free throw line.
Secure the basketball, so it did go off Rudy's toe, but Bucks were fouled first. Dante can't get that 3 to go.
Wolves with 26 points already here in the second quarter. They had 21 the entirety of the first. Ball, floater, drops in. 15 first half points for Lonzo Ball. Our 5th tie of the game. We've had 3 lead changes, so whistle stops play before that. Drive and finish by Julius Randle. And a little fake right come left. That spun around Bridges, gave him some space to answer, but could not get the scoop. Nas the offensive rebound. And a timeout for head coach Chris Finch. 2:27 left.